up, BVB Army? Welcome back to our channel, BVB Army Hearts to Hearts. My name is Ruth.
And I'm Nicole.
And with us, we have an amazing fan with us right here on below the screen. This is the lovely fan, Courtney, everyone. Welcome, Courtney, to our show.
I'm happy to be here.
Yay! So glad you can make it and everything. So before we dive into the questions with Courtney and her amazing Black Fulbright story, yes, it is spooky month. Hello, spooky month. For all the Halloween fanatics out there, it is our time. I mean, to be frank, every day is our time. But you know what? This month is particularly special. So Nicole and I are dressed up for the occasion, as you can tell. For this first week of spooky month, we are dressed up as our favorite horror characters. Hopefully you guys can tell who we are.
I would like to point out, this is my second favorite horror character.
Right, yes. Yes, I was just going to say that.
Couldn't really do ghost face because I don't know how to do that makeup yet.
I feel like with ghost face, it's like an optical illusion you would have to do, but when you talk, it ruins it.
I know, that's the problem. So didn't feel like wearing a mask, you know, for obvious reasons.
Obviously. But Nicole is a wonderful Pennywise from the iconic movie It here.
Yes.
And then obviously, you guys, Ruth is an iconic horror legend as well. She is freaking Jigsaw from the movie Saw. If you don't know, if you have not seen that.
Movie Saw.
How many movies of Saw is there?
There are 7, and then there's 2 rip-offs. That's what I call them. If anyone who's into the horror movie, do not waste your time on watching Jigsaw or Spiral. Those 2 movies suck. The much anger I have watching those movies. But 1 through 7 are good. 2nd is my favorite one. And yes, I am dressed up from the puppet from the movie. The puppet's name is Billy, actually, for those of you who don't know. So technically Billy. Jigsaw's the killer. Billy's the puppet. It's okay. So
oh my God. See? What the heck?
But yes, this is our first week of spooky month. We have looks planned out for the rest of the week, so we can't wait to show you guys those amazing looks we have planned out. All right, so I guess without further more, as you read the title, this is all episodes about Courtney's BVB story. So let us dive into the questions. Nicole, Pennywise, hit it with the first one.
All right, Courtney, we want to know, how did you first discover Black Veil Brides?
I discovered that when I was in my 9th grade year, and my 9th grade year wasn't like as good as it was supposed to be, but
okay. So 9th grade, that is high school, right? Yes, high school. So your freshman year of high school, you discovered BVB. Was it through, was it a song or a music video you discovered them by?
Perfect Weapon.
Perfect Weapon. Nice.
Yeah.
Ooh, so Perfect Weapon was the first song that you discovered. How exactly did you discover them? Was it like through YouTube, through a friend?
YouTube
in the rabbit hole, the black hole does that. Recommendations. Well, it is interesting how you say how Perfect Weapon was your first one, because a lot of fans who we talk to who discovered them in high school years, it's usually Knives and Pens, but for you it's Perfect Weapon, which it's, it's not bad. I just find it very interesting and unique at the same way. So
yeah, I feel like Knives and Pens, I do agree, is like the #1 song that everyone sees first. Like Perfect Weapon was actually the second song I heard by them. So I'm kind of curious though, Courtney, if for Perfect Weapon being the very first song you heard, what were your initial thoughts when hearing it?
I was a little bit scared because I thought it was gonna be like blood and gory, but I was like, no, it's gonna be like rocking.
I mean, to be fair, my mom had the same opinion too. I think it's just the long hair and how dark at first the room was and everything, and then but I understand completely. Though, although Scary Black Bride's music theme video with gore and guts, please BVB make that happen.
Please.
All right.
I've been waiting for so long.
I know, we're still waiting. Maybe, who knows? It's October month. It's spooky month, maybe.
Exactly.
Okay, so This might be a toughy one, and it's okay. But out of all of the BVB songs out there, what has been your favorite song of Black Veil Brides?
Sweet Blasphemy.
Oh.
Why Sweet Blasphemy?
Because at that time, I was like, I was not in the right headspace, so that's when I started making like my Black Veil Brides playlist, and you guys already seen it. I have like a whole thing of the songs on my iPad, and I listen to that like on repeat. So people be like, "Oh my gosh, why you listen to that?" I'm like, what can I do? That's my favorite band.
Nice.
I'm just happy you said Sweet Blasphemy because that's my favorite song by them. And it's a song that holds so much meaning and it's very powerful lyrically. So I'm really glad to hear that's your favorite song.
It is a very powerful song, especially when he gets into that. I don't know what to call it. I know we discussed this before, Nicole, the speaking part or whisper part of that song. So
yes, that is just so iconic right there.
Oh yeah.
So Courtney, out of all the Black Veil Brides albums, which one is your favorite?
We Stitch.
We Stitch. I think that fits perfectly to your next question, Nicole, then.
I might as well just ask it.
Yep.
So do you prefer the original We Stitch These Wounds or the remake Restitch These Wounds?
Both.
Oh.
Both.
Both.
Can't decide. They're both equal.
They're both great in their own ways because you have the original, oh gee, this is where they first started, to their progress and growth now, which is beautiful too. So is there a reason why you like We Stitch a lot compared to all the other albums?
Sometimes I do compare like Andy's vocals from the first one and the one now.
Okay. A lot of growth for sure. So going with that, with all the albums, we all know that the Phantom Tomorrow is their recent album. What are your thoughts and opinions about their newest album?
When I first listened to the album, it was like the first song I listened to was like Scarlet Cross. And then when the album came out, I started listening to Shadows Rise.
So overall, it's just like from where they first started to now, you can definitely see the growth and progress of them as a band, especially when Andy's vocals, Jake and Jinx on the guitars and violinists, Cece on the drums, and of course Lonnie on bass now.
Yeah.
Still on the Phantom Tomorrow topic, what is your favorite song from that album? And you can pick a top 3 if you can't just pick one.
Shadows Rise, Blackbird, Born Again, and Kill the Hero.
Oh, very good ones. Very good ones.
Actually a very good list you got there. Shadows Rise is my favorite too. We have so much in common, Courtney.
I mean, hey, you got Shadow Rise for number 1. Mine, Blackbird, I approve. That's my favorite one. It's okay if it's your second. It's understandable. I forgive you. But I mean, it's really hard to pick a favorite song out of Phantom Tomorrow for sure. I have still a hard time when I first listened to it to figure it out, but they're all amazing songs for sure.
The top 4 that you picked, any specific reason why those songs in particular speak to you?
Shadows Rise was, when I first listened to Shadows Rise, it like speak to me because it reminded me of like when I was going into 9th grade, what I was going through. I was like getting bullied and people telling me to go hurt myself, and it like speak to me. Blackbird, same thing with Blackbird, speak to me. Kill the Hero, I just chose it because I like rocking out to it all the time.
I think each of the, especially with Shadows Rise and Blackbird, they have good lyrics to kind of keep you, like for Blackbird, the ones I got tattooed is "Hold on to hope, take back your soul." It's like in a way for all those bullies who are attacking or getting to you, just like as Andy and all the BVB said, flip them off. I mean, they're dealing with their own stuff, but just remember that you are who you are. Never forget that. And if there are going to be people out there judging you and picking on you, that's their problem. not yours. Okay, so our next question is, what has been your favorite memory with them? So this can be like in something in person or in a concert or something through social media.
Was it like the online, I forgot. It was the online. Remember when they did the preview of a little snippet of Trentum Tomorrow, when they did the little snippet of when they were at Hot Topic and they were doing a little snippet and they were talking to the fans.
Are you talking when the album came out and they were at Hot Topic with the listening party and everything? And
Yeah.
okay, yeah.
I cried.
Aw, I know with that event, they were asking questions from the fans. Did you submit a question? Did your question got answered or anything, or were you just watching?
Too scared to do it.
Oh, so you're just watching then? Okay.
I wish that I could have been a part of that, honestly, but I'm glad that you got to be a part of it and
Yeah.
enjoy it. I mean, I understand your fear with the being too scared to ask. I would be too, honestly. But
Same.
next time you should totally ask a question.
Yes, even if it's a silly one. Like I've had so many silly questions. I still have more silly questions. I'm like, just blurt it out. But I'm happy you were able to see it because from what I've heard, it went really well. Unfortunately, I couldn't watch it either due to work. So yeah. I
am curious, like for that to be like a pretty strong favorite memory for you, what about it just like holds a lot of meaning to you? Like what was really special for you?
When I think is when Andy was talking and like the group members are talking about like how they made like the album.
Mm-hmm.
And I was so like at that time I was so like nervous, number one. I was so emotional, but two, and my mom was like, okay, should I say something? I'm like, no. If I say something, it's gonna be awkward and then I'm gonna start crying again. I was like, nope, not saying nothing again.
I could definitely say don't beat yourself up. Like I understand the nervousness and anxiety. I mean, first time I saw them in person, I mentioned this 100 times, just smiled, no words. I couldn't English, still can't English to them, but I mean, it's cool that you were able to watch it and see all the guys and hear their stories of making this album, each songs, and talking to the fans, because I do know with all the guys, especially with Andy, is that they do appreciate the fandom, the army, because they've supported them through so much and have given them a career to produce this amazing music and album.
This next question that we have for you, Courtney, we understand that this is a very deep question, so please feel free to take your time on it. But how has Black Veil Brides impacted your life?
They impacted my life a lot. I felt like at that time, I felt hopeless, and I felt like an outsider, like that song Outsider. I felt like that, and I was like spiraling into a dark place that I shouldn't be in. And when I started listening to their music, it made me feel like, don't listen to those people, because those people will never be your friends. And I still listen to them to this day. I blast it every day, no matter what day it is. I blast their music.
Are you still, out of curiosity, are you still in school?
I'm graduating in May.
Oh, so high school senior year? Oh, okay.
Well, congratulations on, for next year. I'm sure that's exciting for you. I'm really happy though to hear that Black Veil Brides has been able to be that rock for you through high school. And please know that if you do continue to stay a fan when you graduate, they're going to continue to be that rock, and they're going to be there for you through thick and thin, through everything that you go through in adult life.
Ditto. Just knowing that you're in high school and that they have been your comfort and your rock through all the horrible down days you've had. I mean, same with Nicole and I. We've been fans of this band since high school, and even with like 2 or 3 albums out during our high school years, we come to them as our rock and comfort, and they definitely help us through. And I think when fans, graduate from either high school or college, like I even had a thought process in college. It's so dumb that I look back at it now, like I should probably tone down my BVB fandom. But looking back at it, like that was such a stupid thing to think and say, because if you are a fan of Black Fulbrights, continue being a fan. Don't let society or people tell you like, oh, you're getting too old, grow up and stuff. No, if they are your comforts and giving you strength and hope during your down days or anything, so be it. Listen to them, continue to support them. Tattoos. I know you're graduating from high school. Do you have any tattoos out of curiosity?
I wanted to get the Morning Star with the Perfect Weapon lyrics on here.
Okay.
And then I wanted to get the Sweet Blasphemy lyrics on my back.
Ooh, you and I will be twinsies with the Sweet Blasphemy on our back.
I know. So those are plans in the future, right? Those tattoos then. Nice.
Yeah.
Out of curiosity, what Morning Star logo are you going for? And what Perfect Weapon lyrics?
The part when he says, "We are sleeping," or something like, oh my gosh.
Oh God. I just opened my CD. Sorry, now my CD just fell.
I'm sorry. I forgot to.
No, you're good.
Yeah, you're good.
Okay, so you said Perfect Weapon, so I'm assuming you want this Morning Star tattooed on you. Okay, yeah, I have that one tattooed on me. Yeah. Is it the chorus you were thinking of? Like, we are breathing while you're sleeping, go and leave us alone.
Yeah, that part.
Okay. Those are good lyrics for sure.
Just those two tattoos, or do you have any other future BVB tattoos beyond those?
I wanted to get the one with the wings, the BB.
The bat wings, or
yeah.
Okay.
This
I
one.
wanted to get that. Yes.
That's like my favorite BVB logo ever.
I'm considering getting that. But tattoos are fun. They're also addicting. So be careful.
You'll be itching for more.
You'll be itching for more. Once you get your first one, you think, oh, I'm done. Then you'll be into the tattoo therapy world, which does exist. So
can't wait to see when you get them. Definitely tag us in it, please. We'd love to see it.
Mm-hmm.
Have you ever been to a Black Veil Bride show at all?
Never.
I was planning to, but all the tickets ran out.
Oh. Are there any shows coming for like 3? I know with the Trinity of Terror tour for you, or are they kind of on the opposite side where you live?
I live in Georgia, so
okay.
Yeah. They came in November and I really wanted to go. I was like, Mom, please. I showed her the stuff. I was like, please. And then when she told me she was working that day, I was like,
oh no.
My heart.
I'm so sorry.
I know. I'm sorry.
I know that pain though. I really do. There were so many times I begged my mom, and did you by chance attended, because during the pandemic I know they did 2 online concerts. Did you see those by any chance?
I was busy at that time, so I didn't know anything about that.
Yeah, I think they had 2 online concerts, and then they had an acoustic version too. They did like I saw that
on YouTube.
I think it might be on YouTube. I don't know. I know one of them they played out the new We Stitched These Wounds album, and then the other one was the Burning Alive 2 to kind of make it up for the pandemic and everything, where they had to cancel the dates, and then they get the unplug acoustic version too, which was really amazing to watch. So I wasn't sure if you were aware of those during the pandemic year. Well, I hope that whatever tours that are coming up next after the Trinity of Terror, that you were able to go to one, because hearing them live is a whole other experience for sure.
I wanted to go to the one in Vegas, but I can't because I have to. I'm busy at that time.
I'm sorry. Well, I do know that there's going to be a lot more happening next year. I mean, this Trinity of Terror tour is not their final tour whatsoever. They are going to come back with another headlining show or grouping up with another band. We don't know yet, but I'm sure there's going to be more tours. And once you get done with high school, I feel like high school in a way, how do I say this? It's kind of like a little ball and chain because you kind of have to attend school and everything. And so I feel like once you're done with high school and like continuing life, it's like, oh, now I can do this. I have a little bit more flexibility in my schedule. So
there will definitely be plenty of more concerts. And the best of it is, since you are graduating next year, you'll be able to spend your money on Black Veil Bride shows.
Just be careful. Just be careful not to get broke.
It can be dangerous.
Very dangerous. Very dangerous.
I tried my best not to buy no more Black Veil Bride shirts, and look what I did.
It's okay. You were talking.
My other one got bleached, and my other one got a hole.
Oh,
so
no. Oh.
I have to wait until I get paid to get another shirt.
Like Nicole said, BVB Army struggles. We know your pain. So out of all the guys' war paints, when they used to wear the war paint, what has been your favorite war paint?
Andy and Jinx.
I feel like Jinx gets a lot of it just because how perfection and Jester and Joker vibes you get from his war paint, I swear.
This is amazing. It's like the Crow.
Literally.
It's like Crow mixed with Jester, literally.
I mean, I feel like Jinx's war paint definitely stands out. And Andy's too. I mean, Andy definitely has changed his war paint throughout the years too. Like he's done a couple of designs here and there. Definitely kept the shape and design around his eye the same, but the line across his face, or even, I can't remember on the top of my head, but I know that he's been doing different styles of it. So
yeah, I'm gonna say Andy and Jake both are the ones out of everyone that have changed up their look.
Yes. Yeah, CC and CC and Jinx definitely stay the same, and then Lonnie with now I think roughly stays the same too. So yeah.
Are there any particular like war paint looks you have done on yourself?
Okay. I think it was on my TikTok. I tried to do Andy's war paint, but I mixed like the green, and I tried to figure it out. And when I put it on myself, I was like, oh my gosh, because I don't know how to do his wings. So I did like black, and then I did a scar, and I had this lip chalk, and I did my lips with it. So I looked at my TikTok. I was like, why did I post this? I was so embarrassed.
You're good. I still have the first photo I did war paint. So
Don't be embarrassed.
Don't be embarrassed. Practice. Try different blacks, like maybe eyeliner, face paint, eyeshadow too. There's always different ways to create his looks, and I know other fans use particular things, especially to the intricate design he has around his eyes. So yeah.
Andy's, I feel, is just the hardest out of all the guys because he's got such fine little lines going all over his eyes.
I know. I love you, Andy, for it, but I also hate you for it too.
Favorite Black Veil Brides era? Do you have one?
We Stitch.
OG, keeping it classic, the golden era.
Staying
true. I love it. Any particular reason why?
Because that was the first era I listened to since my 9th grade year. That was the album I first listened to. And then the end of my 9th grade year, I listened to, was it? I forgot. Let me go into to this long list of songs I have. And then my second year of high school, ninth grade, I started listening to the Set the World on Fire album. And I was like, yes. My favorite song is Die For You and Youth and Whiskey. Those are my two favorite songs.
Youth and Whiskey.
Two good ones
I
right
played
there.
them on repeat.
So you definitely are part of the OG where they started. I mean, it makes sense if that was your first album and first era you're exposed to. Completely understand. So how has been your experience with the BVB Army in general? Have you met
It was good. Oh my gosh. So I remember. So I was so bored. I was like, okay. When I saw your Instagram, I was like, okay. I was so scared. I was like, what should I say? I remember I was like, okay. Is she gonna be nice to me? Oh my gosh. Oh my gosh. I don't know what answers I was gonna questions I was gonna ask you. I was like, I'm gonna say something wrong. We're gonna say something wrong. I was like, okay. I introduced myself to you, and then I was like, okay, this is gonna be my best friend. I was like, I need to find somebody that likes the same music as me. And then I think we started talking for a while, and I was like, okay, we're gonna be best friends because she likes the same music as me. Her makeup taste is like on point. Like every time when I watch your guys' show, I have to compliment your makeup and her makeup. I'm like, oh my gosh, you guys are the best.
Oh, thank you. And we do see your comments on our videos, and we really do appreciate it, honestly. So
thank you.
Yeah.
Oh yeah, you are just super sweet, Courtney. You really are.
Yeah.
Have you who else have you been in interaction with the Army? Because correct me if I'm wrong. I know Jasmine on her channel were doing BVB stories, and I think you submitted something.
I asked her to do my BVB story, and she recorded herself talking about my BVB story. I was going through like a lot because like I was dealing with like moving, and I'm like in a abusive household, so I'm like, yeah. And I watched your story too, so I'm just at the point of, I'm sorry, I'm trying not to cry because
You're fine.
It's hard because
You're fine.
I don't have no friends here, but except you guys. And I get weird looks when I put on my makeup and my Black for Bright shirts. And I get people questioning me, oh, you shouldn't be doing that. Oh, you believe in the devil. No, I don't. All I want to do is rock out to Black for Brides and put on heavy makeup. And people think it's okay to say stuff to me, but I don't care what people say about me because I know who I am.
And keep telling yourself that. Please continue to keep telling yourself that. I can definitely relate to you. I, on my personal channel, did share my story and the trauma I went through. And same as you, I discovered BVB in high school, and my mom thought I was going to worship the devil. I was joining a cult and everything, had long discussions about her and everything. But again, I know we talked about it, but I'm glad that Black Veil Brides is there as your comfort and rock to give you strength, to give you hope. And I am so sorry you're going through some stuff right now. I really am. My heart goes to you. Just please don't blame yourself for any of that. It is not your fault at all. Please do. I know it's hard when anxiety spikes. I understand, but just remember that you are a strong young lady going through this, unfortunately, but I hope things do get better. And just remember that through social media, Instagram, TikTok, or Twitter, that the BVB Army is there if you ever want to reach out, to talk, to vent, because we are there to listen, and we are family. And a lot of us consider us family. When Nicole and I went to the Cincinnati show, it was just like meeting everyone for the first time. And it's just like, whoa. And it hit us all after we left because it was family, honestly. Like, we were easy along to get around to, talk to, because we had so much in common besides love for BVB. But yeah, please don't ever think you're alone. The Army is there for you if you ever want to reach out or vent or talk. So
I'm gonna take my teeth out for this.
yep.
Those people that give you weird looks and just glare at you and say shit, literally, they can go fuck themselves, because those are the people that they look at people like us. They're envious of us because they wish that they could express themselves the way that we all do.
Mm-hmm.
They don't have the comfort of doing that. They've been told all their lives to play along with society, and that's exactly what they're doing. It's because we're different and we're unique. We express that. They can't stand it. They wish they could do what we could do. And I agree with Ruth. I'm so sorry that you have so much going on in your household, and please know you have people that you can talk to. You do. I don't want you to feel like you're alone, because you're not.
You're never alone. I want you to know that you're not a victim, Courtney. Please don't ever think you're a victim. Please never do. You are, every single day that you wake up, go to school, homework, whatever you do in your life and stuff, you are waking up to a new day, living your life. That's another day you're living. You are a fucking survivor, for one. Okay. Don't ever think you're a victim.
Okay.
And agree with Nicole, like all those fucking haters and stuff, them. They're fucking jealous. They're miserable because they can't express themselves. And I've come across some people who are getting jealous and stuff because they don't have the passion to express something. You do. You have been a fan of Black Veil Brides since their first album and everything. Do everything that you can to support them. And Black Veil Brides knows that. And you do everything you can to express and be your loyalty and passion. And the fucking haters over there, they're fucking jealous because they see that you are passionate about something while they probably don't have anything passionate about because they're trying to follow the rules of society.
Hold on to that passion and don't ever let it go.
Just like Blackbird, hold on to hope, take back your soul.
Exactly. Well, the last question that we actually have for you today, Courtney, is if you actually have any questions for Ruth and I. And they don't have to be BVB related.
They don't have to be BVB related whatsoever.
Ruth, what is your favorite Black Veil Brides era?
I blame Cassidy for this question.
He's like, gosh, darn it.
Hate this. Like, I love you, Cassidy, for this question, but I hate you, Cassidy, for this fucking question. I can only narrow it down to two, which is the Phantom Tamara era and the Wretched Divine era with the Wild Ones. I, as of right now, still cannot make up my mind. Even though I feel like I have to, but I just can't because those two are so beautiful in their own ways. It's like, I can't.
I don't blame you. It's hard to just pick one.
Right? I can't. So when fans come on and pick one, I'm like, I envy you for picking one because I can't pick one. So do you have a question for Nicole?
Nicole, what is your favorite scary movie?
Girl, I'm so glad you asked me that question. Literally, my favorite scary movie of all time is Scream. I love the Scream trilogy, honestly. It's Ghostface is just the most unique character to me. I love the fact that, because you got a lot of horror villains that are immortal. They can't, like, you got Jason, he can't die. Michael Myers can't die. Freddy Krueger can't die. And it's like Ghostface can fucking die because he's a person, and it's a person just trying to kill Sydney. And just what's crazy about it is in each series, you have a new killer that is trying to keep the tradition alive of murdering this bitch. And it's like, oh my God. So it's great, honestly. And the kills are very unique, I would say.
They don't scare me at all.
I was gonna say, what is your favorite scary movie?
Chucky.
Chucky.
Yes. Is it like, okay, specifically Child's Play, Bride of Chucky, The Seed of Chucky, any particular one?
Bride of Chucky.
Ooh.
Tiffany, Jennifer Tilly.
Iconic.
I will admit, Nicole, and I know we've discussed this about this. I've only seen the first 2 Scream movies. I know I need to get educated on it. I'm sorry. I'm just like, I grew up watching Freddy Krueger, Jason Voorhees, and then I went to Pinhead, and then I went to Jigsaw, and I'm just like, then Scream was like tossed there, but I never got into it. I'm sorry.
Girl, that's okay. I'm gonna educate you.
It's
when
okay.
we see each other again.
We'll educate each other. I'll educate you, and Saul, you educate me, and Scream. So
there we go. It's a win-win situation because we love horror movies.
All right, BVB Army. So for our fan shout out for Spooky Month it goes to our lovely friend. Actually, his name is Herbert. He lives in the Ohio area, and Nicole and I were very lucky enough to actually meet him and talk to him a little bit at the Cincinnati show. He was super sweet. I just have to say that. Super sweet gentleman and super sweet guy, passionate about Blackfield Brides. He also was in one of our episodes when we did our first giveaway during the holidays. He loves makeup. He had really cool makeup too at the Cincinnati show, but it was just wonderful to see you, Herbert, and actually talk to you and everything. It was just an amazing experience to see you, and I hope later down the road we can all meet up again and talk more and everything, because it went so fast. I swear to God, it went so fast.
I know. It was so great to meet you though, Herbert. It
was. We love you, and please be the Army. He has a TikTok, Instagram, and Twitter, so please go follow him. Herbert, fan shout out goes to you, sir. I guess before we wrap up here, Courtney, is there anything you would love to tell the Army or BVB itself here on this episode?
But for Brides, thank you for making me the person I am today. And I'm counting on seeing you all next year because that's on my bucket list.
I hope you're able to cross that off.
I know,
bucket list
cross
real
it
soon.
off. Cross it off. I hope whatever tour you go to, it's an amazing one. So,
you guys, for everyone who doesn't know, Blackfield Brides is releasing their Mourning EP album later this month. And Ruth and I we're putting out a Google form for fans to sign up for. Anyone that would like to come on for the Mourning EP countdown, please sign up. By the time this video is uploaded, Google Forms will be out and posted. Once again, it's going to go fast. So if you guys would like to be a part of that, please sign up.
Yeah, so it's something very similar how we did with the Phantom Tomorrow countdown. And Courtney was a part of that video when we did it. We were looking for fans just to come on to talk about the new EP of the Mourning. This episode, when we do film, will be before the EP drops. So we're just kind of figuring out what are your thoughts and opinions, maybe conspiracy theories of this new EP. We definitely want to hear your guys' opinion of the BVB Army. So please, Google form will be up by now on our Twitter account. It will be down in the description below. Once again, spots are limited. So once all the spots are closed up, game over. but no, the Google form will close. And by any chance, if we want more fans to come on or some fans have dropped out, we will let you know on our Twitter account. So please, if you haven't followed our Twitter account, please do. Thank you, Courtney, so much for coming on and sharing.
Thank you for inviting me.
Yes, of course. Are there any, where can the BVB Army find you on the social media platforms?
My Twitter is Courtney without the Y, 7265500. That's my Twitter. And my Instagram is C dash at J dash. Yeah.
Oh, we'll have all the links in the description below for sure. So you do
Yeah.
have a TikTok, you do have an Instagram, and you do have a Twitter, correct?
Mhm.
Yeah, so BVB Army, again, if you would love to follow Courtney and everything, or just talk to her, say hello, all of her social media links will be down in the description below. So
I don't bite.
Exactly, she doesn't bite, so please go give her a follow.
She doesn't bite hard.
No. I mean, it's a spooky month. Maybe she is out for blood. I don't know.
Just a little bit of blood.
A little bit of blood. Again, Courtney, thank you so much for sharing and being open with us. We really do appreciate it. And we hope to see you down later on the future episodes, perhaps. So thank you so much, BVB Army, for tuning in. Again, we are on all streaming platforms if you want to listen to this episode again. We're also on YouTube if you want to watch. I think you guys want to watch on Spooky Month because we're going to have a lot of crazy fun costume ideas for Spooky Month. We're making up for last year. It's okay. We learned, but we're making it up. So. But yes, please go follow our Twitter account if you haven't already. All of our social medias will be down below, so please go give us a follow. And yes, Google form for any fans who want to join for the morning of the new EP. Go sign up. Please go sign up. Anyways, do you would like to say any last words here?
We all float down here.
Love it.
Or you'll float too. Either
one.
Oh,
you're float down. Okay. All right, BVB Army. We love you. We will see you on the next episode for Spooky Month. And without further ado, game over. You lost.